As expected, after yesterday's sell-off, Shiba Inu and the rest of the crypto market is creeping back. What can we expect from this crypto market this week with the Fed meeting? Right, we're going to talk about that. It seems that after the PPI data and the CPI data, that we're going to have only three interest rate potentially cuts this year. We'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about Shiba Inu and 81 trillion that was blocking Shiba Inu there, but it got erased very fast. I'll explain that as well. And something that I think that every single crypto investor needs to hear, right? And every single Shiba Inu investor, right? You're inside the group of every crypto investor. So all I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile, smishity smash that like button, and let's do the Shiba Shake. So currently the price of Shiba Inu is at 0.402979, up 17.28% on the day. If we zoom out, we can see that the 4-hour chart was telling us that we needed to get a recover here. And as I told you just a few days ago, no, it was yesterday when we saw that it hit the bottom, I said with high probability we'll see a jump up here, and that's what happened. Yom asal, yom basal. One day honey, one day onion. Yesterday was onion. Today is honey. Today we're seeing a pullback. Yes, it hasn't gotten back into the range here between 3,000 and 3,600. That was the area that we were for a long time. But I think that this is what's the word I'm looking for? Not sick, but the opposite of sick. A healthy retracement here and comeback. You know, yesterday everybody was, oh my God, I'm selling. Or some people were writing already, I bought 3 days ago and I'm down. This is the crypto market. This is not, hopscotch and double Dutch, right? Things go up big time and they pull back big time. And if you don't have your big boy pants on, it's going to be very, very hard for you, right? Big girl or boy pants on, it's going to be very hard for you, right? I talked about this yesterday. The psychological part of this market is the most important thing, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. I'll never tell you it's going up, it's going down. I just said with high probability, when Shiba Inu hits the bottom of the stochastic flow on the 4-hour, we usually see a pullback, a jump back. It does not mean that that's going to happen for sure, and it did. It came, right, and so we're seeing that. We'll see now if it can get past this 3,060 resistance area right above here, this pink line, as you can see. And that will be interesting. Although, right, warning here that Sunday is sometimes not a fun day. And sometimes we see on Sunday a pull up, right? And then we see a sell off. So just to keep that into consideration as well, I don't want to see in 2 hours people saying, well, Shiba Inu now is only up 12%, right? Yes, sometimes Sunday pullback, right? It's part of the game. It's part of the going into this Fed week that we have here. And listen, it's official. For the first time this year, markets now only see 3 interest rate cuts in 2024. This also happens to be the first time the markets align with the latest Fed guidance. Odds of rate cuts in the week are down to 2%, with odds of rate cut in May are down to 7%. Just 3 months ago, markets saw 7 rate cuts in 2024 and rate cuts beginning this month. As inflation data begins to rise again, 3 rate cuts is beginning to feel optimistic. What does the Fed say this week? And everybody's going to be listening. What does the federal chairman have to say on the 20th of March, right? So 3 days from today, and what will potentially it do to the stock market, to the crypto market going forward. The stock market has pulled back a tiny bit, right, in the past few days. Going into the weekend, it was quadruple witching day, right? I think, right? It's the third Thursday of the month, third Friday of the month. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was quadruple witching day on Friday. So that had a big effect of what was happening. All the monthly and weekly and quarterly options expired on that day. So we saw a little bit of a pullback. So it will be interesting to see where the crypto market and the stock market go from here with the Fed coming out on Wednesday. right? And so that will be interesting. Now, it says here, Shiba Inu faces a dilemma at 81 trillion SHIB level as price dips 29%, right? This article is written today, this morning, right? And we already have recovered this whole zone, right? Right. So in the article, he was talking about the fact that there is about 115,000 addresses between the price range of 04022 to 28, right? With an average of 25. That's 81.94 trillion was bought in these levels and potentially could work as a resistance level. Well, all these levels have gone bye-bye because we're already above that, right? This is how fast and furious the crypto market can go. The same way it can do parabolic candles up, it can go down, right? We have to remember that. We have to be ready for that. And if you're interested, you can. One of the things that you can do, though it comes with great risk because you can get liquidated and you can lose all your money, is using leverage. Our partner Margex will give you that opportunity. Link is in the description down below. Check it out. See if it interests you. If not, it's okay. Leverage trading is risky. It's not for everybody. It's not for beginners. It's with high risk, but you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money. So check it out. Link is in the description down below. So I wanted to bring this to you because I think it's very important as we enter the bull market, and there's a lot of new people. Some of you are new, some of you are been in the market, and you'll remember this. And it's also important to remember where we have been, right? It's important to give respect to your elders. Same thing here. It's good to give respect to what we have been through the past year or so. So I saw this tweet from Ash. It says here, a must-read tweet for every crypto investor. Right? He only started it from November 22nd, to November 2022. So this is after Luna crash, but Luna crash is also part of it. But he started from November. So what do we have since then? We had the FTX bankruptcy, Binance bank run, right? Then we had Genesis insolvency, crypto bank failure, right? And then we had a little bit of a pump here actually in March. And we had USDC depeg. Everybody was like, oh my God, the sky is falling. Then we had the US government BTC dump. People were saying that the US government was going to sell some of the asset they have accumulated from confiscation, right? From illegal activities. Then we had FUD that Binance is going to go insolvent as well. SEC crypto crackdown. Tether depeg FUD, SpaceX Bitcoin dump, right? Then we had the US government complete shutdown and FTX billion-dollar liquidation, Binance executives departure and lawsuits, Mt. Gox Bitcoin distribution, possible ETF delay, Grayscale Bitcoin dump, Genesis dumping Bitcoin, possible Bitcoin top is where we are now. And I think he forgot to put here also, well, maybe it's in this, right? When the SEC crypto crackdown, when they came out and gave a list of assets that were potential securities, Solana, AVAX, and others, and they also crashed. And Solana went to 9, and it's now almost at 200. So we've been through a lot, and of course before that, Luna and all that. So since the end of 2021, so he started here in November 2022, but basically since the beginning of 2022, we've been in a rut. We've been in a hard market, right? A very sometimes depressing market, even though there were some assets that ran, of course, individuals assets like Pepe and Bonk and those that ran. It's been a very hard journey. Anybody that's coming in now and sees, what happened in the past few weeks with Shiba Inu, or they're seeing a whiff, or they're seeing this book of memes, or they're seeing it's crazy town. I keep seeing on Twitter people sending millions of dollars to wallets that they don't know who is the owner for a potential Solana meme coin pre-sale, and people are getting scammed. Some are not. But for the most part, people are saying, I'm throwing money at the dartboard here and hoping that something's going to stick, right? This is only the beginning of the craziness, right? We're not even there yet. This is only like the underground people that are on Twitter every day and in the specific Discords and Telegram groups that are even hearing about this are on top of it. But most regular Joes, regular people are not even here yet, right? And even when they get here, they're not going to be turning 1,000 into 1,000,000. That's not going to be happening for them because they're going to be probably a little bit too late to the party. There's amazing opportunity now in the market, but again, with amazing potential for gains comes big risk, right? if you're investing a lot of risk, and if you're going, for example, all in on one asset, you take high risk, right? I am very diversified, right? I'm diversified in all of my investments, not just crypto. I invest in the stock market, I invest in real estate, I invest in crypto, and I'm diversified in each sector, right? For example, did you know that tomorrow there's an NVIDIA conference? So there's high probability that AI stocks and AI cryptos will pump. Does that mean that they for sure are going to pump? No. But for example, this is information that you would need to know. Not everybody knows this, that this is happening. And people that are, with their ear to the ground or watching these videos would potentially know that, right? Again, that does not mean that they're for sure going to run, but you have like Render that's up 20%, and there's others, right? So you have to figure out what's good for you, figure out where you want to go. I am trying to focus on a few zones for this next bull market that I've chosen. And I think that's a learning experience that I have learned specifically myself, but I've also seen other people that have learned that from the previous bull market, that they kept throwing arrows in all kinds of directions, and they didn't become, I wouldn't say experts, but they didn't have high know about a specific area, and they missed out on opportunities in each area that they were touching because they kept trying to touch in different areas, right? You understand what I say? And this time around they decided to focus on one sector, right? So I'm looking at two sectors, I think, that I'm going to focus a little bit more, but we'll see what happens with that. So we'll see where Shiba Inu can go. It touched now 3,000 but pulled back a little bit. A lot of it is it's jumping nice. Doge is up only 7%, Pepe is up only 7%, Shiba Inu is up 17%, right? So Shiba Inu is the star of the day. You could say maybe it pulled back a little bit more, right? But it could be that money that was jumping over to Book of Memes, which has slowed down a little bit, is now coming back into Shiba Inu. So very interesting day that we are having here today. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.